Hello, good evening. How are we all? What time are we on? 7:44 p.m. over here in the UK. My name is Mimi, as always. Welcome to the channel. Just having a little nosy on the laptop. Thank you to everybody for the views on my latest short videos. You're all amazing. I really appreciate every single one of you. Hello, my lovely. Come on, laptop. Wakey, wakey. You don't forget. Thank you. Right, there we go. That's all set up. How you doing? I reckon I'm definitely going to need that neck fan tonight. There we go. Get it out just in case. The battery's still in it. That's the question. Yay! There we go. Right, that's all sorted. Yeah, it's been amazing. I can't believe just how many people have viewed those short videos. It's mad. It's good, but it's mad. There's like 3 or 4 in a row that have got over 1,000 views, which I'm chuffed with. Oh, Pidloff. Sorry. Don't know if you heard that engine. Honestly, they steam down here like it's a bloody racetrack sometimes. Mad. All the times that I stayed for you. It's funny because when we first got him, we thought about doing a channel just for him. But then he don't really do much during the day, bless him. He's just dossing about. He's good at dossing. Right, let's pause that. Let's go and have a ciggy while we're waiting for the others. I'll just mute as I go through to the other room, Ange. Oh, dear. What was that? Oh. I heard someone shout, but it's all good. Wasn't one of mine. Right, let's pop you down there a minute. Yeah, I just don't think there'd be enough videos of him to do like a separate channel. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just keep them on mine. because it's not often I do videos of him anyway, is it? So if I just keep them on mine, it's all good. So how's our Scots doing? Oh, I should have changed the title, shouldn't I? Should have added Happy Father's Day on. Honestly, if my brain wasn't screwed in, I'd definitely lose it. Good. Good, 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 good. Been lovely and quiet this weekend. That was a zip, by the way. Is he still out? Or is he back? Gorgeous weather, I'd probably still be out. I love going out on the bike in this weather. I do miss it. Oh, he's back. Do you know what? The wind actually blew the clothes horse over earlier out the back. I didn't think it was that windy. Of course, what with the weight of the clothes as well, I thought, nah, it'd be fine. Yeah, hubby walked outside and it was all over the floor. Typical. Put your trust in the weather. I should know not to do that, really, shouldn't I? Never mind. No. You're not getting the hot weather? Oh, it's been scorching now. To the point all the bloody rabble are out. No? Hello, Angel. How you doing, my lovely? Oh, I forgot to message Alba again. I'll drop her a message in a sec. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I heard someone made an appearance on Nick's channel the other day and pissed everyone off, Angel. We love our Angel over here. Oh, yeah. Which one? The other night it was put in the chat about sorry I had to leave because such and such is which one? I love it. Is there a few, Angel? Absolutely we do. Oh, two. Oh, okay. Oh no, there's only one I'm on about. 2 or 3. She can't make her mind up, bless her. There's a few. No, it was the other night. Up on panel? Yeah, that one. Oh, okay. Shake up the air freshener first. Sorry, I've just sprayed a whole load of air freshener over the other side of the room. And for some reason, it wasn't shaken up. So I've just sprayed it everywhere. Let me just wipe this down. Honestly. Oh well. I suppose at least people are going to have nice smelling bums. And all over the toilet roll. Yeah. Right, come, let's go back into the other room. If I've got to mute quickly, I will do. Yeah, that one don't want to let it go, Angel. Honestly, it's like a dog on heat. I don't know. Right, press play on you. Oh no. Never mind. He's sneezing at me spraying air freshener. I have to. Oh, battery's on 24%. I stick that on charge. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there. Probably won't, but you never know. Oh, right, let's see where we are. Hello. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it needs a hobby, to be fair. Definitely needs a hobby, that one. Hello. Get that out of the way. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't watch. I just thought, nah. As much as I love watching Nick and Peggy and having a chat with everybody and staying out of that one's way, if you know what I mean, it's not worth my energy. Got so much going on, it's just like, nah. Oh, no, that way. No, I know, love. But that's okay, because you don't have to. None of us do. That's one word for it. There's a lot of other words I would use to describe that person. But yeah, we'll go with loud. Yeah, it's not as curly at the minute. But just because I've had it up. And I thought, give it a rest, give the hair follicles a bit of a breather, you know, rather than having it up tight all the time. Thank you. I don't. Would you like it? I keep thinking of shaving it again. I'll have to send you that picture, Angel. I had it all shaved and then I just had like 2 little bits coming down. Hello. How are you doing? You want it? Yeah, okay. I'll cut my hair and I'll send it to you. How's my Nelly? No, my Nelly. Ange. Mine. But I did bring me, I made sure I got my clip to clip it up because I have something new to flash off to everybody. Oh, you'll get there. I know you will. Give you 3 guesses, Angel. That's all you're going to get. Like, you can't tell. Exactly. I've not touched it. I've not researched it. I've not done anything with it. So, you lot can help me tonight. We can have a little look at it together. No, not sharing my Nelly. Thank you. She mine. No, 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 no. Hi. Can you guess? Well, we tested the shed earlier. It was only like a quick 10-minute stream. And it seems that BT have worked their magic. Right at the very back of the house, we have like a little what's it called? Lean-to sort of thing. And he's put the little poopy BT disc right at the back in the window. And the signal seemed fine. So Amy popped in and Ange was there to help me check. It seemed okay. So fingers crossed. We've got one of those little TP-Link Wi-Fi extenders, which I might put in. Can you hear me, Nettie? Yeah. So I said earlier that I might test that out during the week on the laptop, maybe. See how the signal goes out there. Do like a little chat live stream or whatever out in the shed, and we'll see how it goes. Because we might have actually reached the point where we can get signal after all this time. I know, it's crazy. But yes, to answer your question, Nelly, the person whose name begins with A, peeing off the US ladies. Up and down, got ants on the front and getting what? Ugh. You can't use ant powder either, can you? Because of Kaiser. Is it a bit distorted? Is that any better? Ange, can you message Nettie quickly and just let her know, please? That's what I was going to do. I got a message Alba quickly. No, baby, I don't wanna know. I know, Nelly, right? Not surprised. Using boiling water, vinegar and soap spray. Ah, okay. So yeah, we're going to test that out in a week. see if the signal works. Right, let me just reach round you a sec. Let me pop this light on. Jeez, you are just way too bright. So this was sent to me. This was a freebie, cost absolutely nothing, and it's Maine. It does need a clean. I've literally not done anything to it, but the hell, wait till you see this. Ah, brilliant. Free is good. It still has the decal on the front. Okay, look at that. Can you see? Let me bring you closer. Oh, go down, you silly thing. Sorry. So all the decals are still on it. The Singer up here, I've got the covers. They're in here. It's come with a little spool of thread, but this was literally just sitting in a fireplace doing nothing. Isn't she pretty? She does need a good clean. She is quite dusty. You're all right, Nelly, you don't have to apologize. Let me turn around. No, actually, I'll leave her there and I'll take you around. So I have to figure out this bit up here. I'm hoping you can see what I'm pointing to. I think this is a newer model to the ones that I've got. So I have to figure out that bit. Okay. And then as we go round the back, she is a very, very pretty lady. Everything's there. Everything is on. There's no case for this, but looking at the handle, sorry, are you a bit close? Looking at the handle, obviously this model didn't need a case. Let me bring you back around. Sorry, you see all the mess all over my floor on that side. Apologies. Let me pop you back down there. There we go. This is the problem, Nelly. So I know this is a newer model, okay, because just here, right, this is the bobbin winder and it's at the top, whereas the older ones are always down here at the bottom. So I know it's a newer model, but I don't know how new. So a challenge for you, amazing people. We're going to research it together. Okay. So if I read out the serial number, right, we will see. I'm just going to type it into Google. Okay. I'm going to type in the decals were different every year on the Sing. That's right. Yep, they are. But this one begins with a Y. Okay. So it is Y 931 3779. 931 3779. Singer sewing machine. Right, let me see what mine comes up with. Holy cow. I've just had prices come up on my phone. Right, okay. How old is your Singer sewing machine? Historic age guide. Let's see. So we start with a Y. Pre-1900s. No, I don't think it's that old. Don't know what year you are. Come on, tell me. Right, let me type it in here. Y 931 3779. Search. No results found. Shit. That does not help. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, 1938? Is that what you got, Ange? No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. Right, okay, so we are on Y serial numbers. Yeah, that's what you got. Okay, let me see what I can get. So I am on ismacs.net. So we're at 931. Nine. Right, okay. This one here says January 12th, 1923. Sorry. Type in what age is my sewing machine and put in the code. Okay, that's how you done it. Gotcha. Right, so from what I'm seeing, okay, if I scroll up on that one, this one here goes from serial number 768331 to 998330, which obviously 931 is in between those numbers. Is that how many were sold? Yeah, quantity allotted was 2,300. Made on January the 12th, 1923. So if anyone else is researching, we will see what they come up with too. Because I know some people are a lot better on Google than I am. However, if it's register number 00001 to 100000, then it was December 1st, 1920, and there was 10,000 of those made. I'm sure that's the one I usually check them on. Serial number decoder. Let me type that in there. Y931 3779. Nope, 2 sevens. Results. Okay. So this has got here results for serial number Y9313779. The Singer sewing machine was made in 1934 in the Elizabethport, New Jersey, USA factory. Let me just turn the brightness down on that. So that's what I've just come up with on this decoder thing on Google. Let me screenshot that, because I'm sure another place said it was actually made in Cardiff. So I don't know, to be fair. And typical 1933 is what you got, yeah? Sorry, I need the loo. Honestly. I wish my body would behave. Let me leave the music on for you. Oh, okay. Didn't want to play then, no? Let me leave that on for you a minute. Sorry. I'll leave you to search up, because I've got an idea Nellie's having a little search as well. I'll leave you with the music. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Honestly, my body hates me, I swear. Give me a minute. How are we getting on? Couldn't find it. Okay. Oh, let me just get rid of that notification. Oh, whenever I leave my hair down, honestly. Let me pop this neck fan on a sec. Right, okay. So Ange says the serial number typically has a letter prefix, which is Y, the letter Y, sorry, indicates that the machine was made in 1938. Singer sewing machines have serial numbers to track production and model info. Yep. Nellie says she couldn't find it, but then one place said 1933 and another said 1938. And what I got was 1934. Two sites gave you two different dates. See, this is what I keep getting. However, that one site did say the results for serial number Y9313779, the Singer sewing machine was made in 1934 in the Elizabethport, New Jersey, USA factory. And you know what I'm like? Don't remember websites to go back to. It says this tool uses Singer factory records to date your sewing machine using its serial number. Once a manufacture date is found, a link finds its approximate value. I don't need to know the value. Based on previous sold similar Singer sewing machines will be shown. If you have two serial numbers, you should enter the larger of the two. The smaller one is actually a register number rather than a serial number. The serial number can be found near the power switch, stamped on a brass plate or on the front panel. It will be in the format of either just numbers or with a letter prefix of 1 or 2 characters. If you have a dash in the serial number, please include that. Okay. Let's have a little look, because I'm not sure. I think. Oh, sorry. It's got cold. There we go. I think there's numbers on here, but I do have a little secret thingamabobby. So I know where it was first bought and purchased. Right, let me lift you up, Bubs. No, there's no numbers on that one. On this large one at the front. Sorry, keep moving the camera. No, Ange, there is no other numbers at all there. None others. Be careful moving the machine, she says. But can you find these numbers anywhere on the machine? No, the only number I've got is a serial number at the front, love. But let me just show you this, right? So, there's the lid. In here, I have, can you see that little bit of paper at the top? Up here. Hello, Kev. You see that there? Yeah. Well, it's the same as the one that's in here. And I know where it was very first purchased and who by. Right, hold on. Let me see. No, there's no plate underneath. It's all right, I've got hold of it. Don't panic. No, no plate underneath at all. There we go. How you doing, Kev? So this here is obviously, as you can see, a very, very old piece of paper. And it says the lady who bought it was Mrs. Clark. I won't say the initials, but it was bought Hillside, Beacon Hill Road, Gringley on the Hill in Doncaster. Ouch! So this fan's just caught a bit of my hair. Put that up there. On older machines, the serial number might be on the throat plate underneath the side plates or on the top of the bed. No. No, there is no more numbers. That's it. That's all we've got to go by, unfortunately. Good. Can't see any other numbers at all, honestly. Oh, sorry. I love these. These are gorgeous. The little silver parts on it, they're beautiful. No. I'm going to scratch up my table at this rate. Do they lift off? What, the silver parts? Yeah. Because they need to have a little clean. I've got me Autosol, the chrome and metal polish. I've got me WD-40. Oh yeah, where's mine, Ake? The only thing is I didn't bring a screwdriver up. Check underneath, but that's an idea. Mm. Oh, this fan's annoying. It caught a little bit of my hair. One of these. Felt like it ripped it. Oh, I don't know. Right, yeah, I didn't bring a screwdriver up, so I'm not going to be able to take that one off, but should, yeah, I can unscrew this one. No. Can you see that print? It's like grapes. Yeah, grapevine. How mad is that? That's pretty. Send hubby out. No, we've already had our dinner, love. I don't know if there's serial numbers behind that, actually. Ugh. Come here, you what's it? No. What is that keeps catching on the bottom? Oh, it's the feet. No. Oh, it looks like this box might have broke at some point. Have to be very careful with that. No, there isn't. I can bring you around and show you if you want. Can you see that? It's part of the inside of the machine. Hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I don't think the other ones had, what's the word, other numbers on either. The crank handle is different. It is, yes. I don't know, Ange. So what it is, right? Hold on, hair on my arm. It's what you get when you wash your hair and you molt like a bleeding animal. Let me bring you closer, okay? So on this one, it has this little flap here that we think, stay still. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's broken off. It doesn't look like it's broken. But because this wheel has got holes in it, we're not sure if this just literally sits in the holes like that and then it turns the handle. But the only thing is, when it gets down to the bottom, it slips out. So I'm not sure. And I've also noticed this handle's different because, if I can get it out, there we go. On this one, yeah, see, that's fallen out already. On this one, down here, can you see where I'm pointing? Yep. This pin needs to be pulled out for the handle to go up and slot in. And that's a different design to what's on the other ones, which is what makes me think this one is this one is newer than the other two. But I don't know, because that piece is very, very strange. I'm not sure why it's like that at all. I don't know. Not too sure. I don't know. It's really strange because it should connect somewhere. But like I say, when it gets down to the bottom, let me show you. So when I turn it and it gets to the bottom, it just lets go. Do you see what I mean? So I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit more research on this one, I think, because it's definitely a newer model than my other two. Definitely. It's just a case of how new. Yeah. Like I say, how new, you know, what year was she born? And like I say, this, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Gringley on the Hill in Doncaster. Beacon Hill Road, Gringley on the Hill in Doncaster. That's the first sale notice. The number was, so it's the letter Y, 93137779. So that's Y 93137779. Does our Nettie have it, do you reckon? But yeah, she needs a little bit of TLC, this one. She's obviously I've cleaned up my two, so she's not as clean as my two. But the bobbin, I've turned that too far now, haven't I? Thank you, Nelly. Let me just seal that over there so I can lift her up properly. So the bobbin winder's here. Bring you a bit closer again. Whereas on my one, the bobbin winder's down here at the bottom, but on here, it's up at the top. And then you just push it towards the wheel. And as you turn the wheel, this little wheel moves, which then winds the bobbin on. So it's definitely a newer model. It's just a how new. Do you know what I mean? Plus, this one's got a little catch. If you can see here, this tiny little silver knob, this holds the plate down. So I can loosen it off and that swings round. But then if I put it over the sewing machine and tighten it, that holds the base plate in, which the other ones don't have. Database says 1923. Is that the number that I had? Let's have a little look. No, 1934. Oh, jeez. Right. 2025 minus 1923. 102. Based off Nettie's findings. And who else said that age? I remember someone else said that too. No. What's that serial number you've given me there, Nettie? I've got to clip this barnet up because it's annoying me. $15K made. 1923. Ah, gotcha. I know which one you went on now. Yep. So, based on Nettie's findings, she is 102 years old, which, looking at her, is bloody amazing. Sorry, there's a hair on my sleeve that's really annoying me and it's not coming off. The Singer database, yeah. Let me go on to no. It was 931 3779. Yeah, see here, it says no results found on that one. Right. 931 3779. Search. Okay. Right, so see, this is really strange because this is on the IR website, right? The IR crafts. The one I saw in that shop was smaller and I think older. He offered it for 100. All right. So this one here, I was writing what I found previously. Serial number Y93137779. Factory Kilbowie, Clydebank, Scotland. Factory location code K. Model 28K, which is good because I've got the other ones of these. Year allotted 1934. May 30th. Quantity allotted 15,000. So it's weird that it's coming up with different dates. Very, very weird. What are we on there? 1934. So she'd be 91 years old based on that one. So it says available manuals, instructions for using the Singer sewing machine 28K vibrating shuttle, which is what this is. It's the same as the other one in here. Instructions for using the machines. Instructions for using Singer sewing machines of class 28K, published in 1903. Do you know what? I might have to get one of those just to, do you know what I mean? Keep it with mine. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. This site is LR Crafts. It says find info on your Singer sewing machine. Latest update 2 weeks ago. So yeah, this is it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. So on this website, it actually reads, if I scroll up, it says, as someone who has had their fair share of struggles trying to figure out the model of a vintage Singer sewing machine using just the serial number, I wanted to make things easier for fellow enthusiasts. Here you can quickly identify key information about your machine, like its model, production, year of factory, with just a few clicks. Just input your machine serial number and get the data we collected about it. So by the looks of it, this is a vintage enthusiast who has done all the work. Do you know what I mean? Go on then, Ange. Another site said 1934, made in USA. Yeah, exactly. This is what I don't get. It says, while we strive for accuracy, it's important to note that the results may not always be perfect due to the age and origin of the records or the difficulty of maintaining a database of millions of machines. If you find any inaccuracies, please contact us. So, you can't see that, can you? No. So it's just because of the picture I've got on my phone. So yeah, this site here, this decoder.co.uk, says it was made in 1934 in the Elizabethport, New Jersey, USA factory, which is exactly what you've just said. It's strange, isn't it? And that one says 1934, but made in Kilbowie in Scotland. So what do you reckon? What do you think? What year would you say, based on all of those, like the amount that we've seen, what year would you all go for? Where is it? 1923 or 1934? Because it's confusing the absolute bejesus out of me. Yeah, true. Yeah. That's what we're saying, Ange. It's definitely a 28k because of the shuttle, whatchamacallit, Dewberry, the shuttle bobbin. But is it, what was that date? 1923 or 1934? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it makes a massive difference to, if I was then going to go on to sell this, I need to know. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, I've not done my research yet, so I'm not just saying to you, right, this is the number and find it for me. I will be doing some research as well. It's just what with the conflicting dates that we're getting, all of us, and that's not just me doing it. This is like 4 or 5 people researching. It's definitely a 28k. It's definitely a vibrating shuttle bobbin. I'm not fussed on what it's worth at the moment because I don't think I'll be selling it just yet. But I've seen another white 9 for 645. So I wouldn't go off eBay, only one. But yeah, no, this is just it. I'm not fussed on prices at all. Although I will be looking to sell one of them at some point. I'm not fussed on prices. It's just if I'm going to sell one, I need to know the date of it. Do you know what I mean? This was just like a little fun thing for us to do together to try and see if we can find the date of it, because it confuses the fluffers out of me trying to find that every time. It really does. I knew it wasn't as old as my other two because, like Nelly says, the decals are a lot different. The hand crank is different. Just the little parts, the bit here that closes the lid down, you know, I know it's a lot newer than the other two, but it's just how much newer. Do you know what I mean? Is there a tiny plate when you tip it? I can show you. If I can loosen that off, there we go. So let me tip it. Can you see under that? There's another one that is the exact same, but it's dated 1914. See, it's the decals that you need to look at, Ange, because the decals are different depending on which model. Yeah. Can you see under that all right? Do you want me to tilt it back a little bit more? There we go. That's a bit better. Does need a good clean under there and a bit of oil, but that's hubby's job. I don't do that. I can't see. It's where the bar is. Ah, gotcha. What does that say? That says it's got a T. So I'm trying to hold this up at the same time. Hold on. There we go. Just because that was hurting my hand. So it's got a T up here. And then where the bar is, it says Simanco. Simanco. That's what it says. Because it also says it on the bar, underneath the bar, and there's a little tiny, this here where the big screw is. It says it there too. But it's definitely got the letter T underneath it. Oh, you stinky. Not me, the machine. Yeah, Simanco. I'm not sure what that means, but if that helps, let me close her down. Way. Sorry, that was heavy. Right, sorry, let me just read. Anyone selling can put any age and any price on every machine. eBay and selling sites can't be relied on. No, I don't usually look on eBay, but this is it. You know, it's giving us different dates. It's giving us conflicting messages. You know, a common example is Simanco, which is a 5.0. Okay. This is definitely a stitcher because it doesn't have a rolled hemming foot. It's definitely a stitcher. Why is that loose? See, I've not touched anything on this and I've literally just realised there's no needle on it either. Which is probably good because, honestly, she locked herself in transit. Can you believe that? I still think you should go off the Singer site for dating. Yeah, true. Yeah, she decided to lock herself in transit. I don't know if that's a safety mechanism or it was chucked around so much that the lock engaged itself. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but we do need to build up the end of the box again because it's sort of broken a bit on the side. And yeah, just give it a bit of a clean. So we know it's a stitcher. What's under the actual thing? Under the actual what, my lovely? Where am I looking? Let me know where I'm looking and I'll have a look. The box? Ooh, okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, so it keeps throwing me off my music. It's being a pain in the butt cheeks at the minute. Right, play that one for me, please. Thank you. Okay. Right, let me check in the lid to make sure that there's nothing in there. Like I say, that's the sale note in there, which says the same Mrs. Clark, Southview, Gringley on the Hill in Doncaster, wherever that is, if I'm saying it right. Okay, so there's nothing in there, although she has been scratched up a fair bit, bless her. Let me move that out of the way because that's mine. Let me just lock the handle in there. Make sure that's across. Right. Ooh, that's dusty. There is nothing under here, my love. Sit, rest on there, bub. No. Oh, we don't have to build that bit up, actually. Oh, yeah, we do. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong bit. No. Doncaster is Yorkshire. Yeah. That's where she was very first purchased, in Doncaster. That's the sale note, which was inside the case as well as inside the lid. So that's where she was bought for the first time. But there's nothing on here, love. And it doesn't look like that bottom's been replaced either. That looks like the original bottom. Right, what in chat, love? I'm trying to look around the edges to see if there's anything around the edges, but there isn't. Nothing at all. That's it. That was a bit of a gentler drop. Oh, where first bought? Okay. No, you have to type chat. Ah, you silly moo, what are you doing? So I've just started typing on the laptop and didn't even press the chat. Oh, thank you. Let me write this in the chat for our Nettie, sorry. Bring Lee on the hill. Hillside. There you go. And it says Beacon Hill Road. We'll do a bit of cleaning when we come back, eh? Give her a little bit of a clean up. Where is that poxy hair? Irritating my arm. If you need to grab a drink or go to the loo or whatever it is you wish to do, go for it. Oh, jeez. I don't know why I sound like I've got a cold. I really don't. I thank you, Nelly. Let's go and have a ciggy quickly. It's fun and it's free. But yeah, I spoke to someone who said that that Bringley on the Hill is supposed to be like a posh area, apparently. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know Doncaster. I've never been to Doncaster. All right, love. So I'm not sure. But I suppose any information I can get will help. Because like I say, I am looking at selling one of them because I don't need 3 machines. And that one was just sent to me out of the blue. Quite literally, like I say, it was found in a fireplace where it was just on display. As far as I know, it hasn't been used in years. So yeah, I suppose if I can get her going again, and I don't want to put the one up for sale that I done all that work on, because that was like a labour of love for me. You know, that I put a lot of work into that, bringing it back from being painted jet black, you know, to treating the wood, varnishing it, sanding it, cleaning up the machine, which wasn't working to begin with, to then get it working. And, you know, I loved doing that. So I think I will definitely keep that one. It's just out of this new one or the first one, depends on which one I want to let go. If this was right, she was in the Women's Institute and did the silver celebrations. No way. But the machine. Well, I'll be. It's interesting. Because I know my first one was Was it the first or the second one? The one that I done all the work on. I came to find out that that was actually an active machine used during the war on her, and obviously quite a few other machines. They used to stitch up uniforms. So she's a pretty iconic machine, to be fair. Mm, thank you. That's mad. Wow. I know one of them, I think it was the first one that I got was her nan bought it. Her nan used to be a machinist during like the wars and that, and she used to make clothes for the family, and that was passed down. The one that I done all the work on is the one that was actively involved in sewing uniforms for the war effort. So yeah, it is crazy. Thank you. It's mad because I wish that they had I know every serial number's registered, but you only find out the history of the machine from talking to the people it comes from. Do you know what I mean? Or like the family it comes from or whatever. There's nowhere to know, like, say, that serial number was registered at such and such place and this is what they made. Do you know what I mean? I wish there was a database that could tell me all of that information, but there isn't. It's just a case of finding out, doing your own research and seeing where it takes you. But I think it was actually today, a couple of years ago, that I got my first machine. I'm sure it was. I'll have to look back again, but I'm sure it was. Has up your end been this hot, Nettie? Jesus. Sweltering here. I know I'm closer to the coast, but geez, I want to take it back at this point. And we got it all next week, apparently. Bloody rosebush got me earlier because it had fallen, so I had to lift it up. Let's go and have a look at this clipping. Let's see. Oh, someone's out there playing. Bless them. Right, let me plug you back in again. There we go. Oh, you're on 47. Oh, well, mind, I charge this phone after every single stream. I don't touch it during the week, yet somehow, despite me turning it off, the blinking battery runs down. Okay, let's have a look at this. Holy crap, there's 20 pages. Right. Sorry, got to put my fan on again. Hello again. Right, there's 20 pages of this, Nettie. At the very bottom of page 20, do you mean, or the first page? She's there. Peekaboo. What name are we? Mrs. Clark. You see. No, must be page number 2. Ah, there she is. Oh, no, don't move. Hold on. Yeah. Jesus Christ, you bleeding found it, didn't you? Okay, let me read this to you. The Women's Institute, 1947 to 1972. Okay. Our Silver Jubilee celebration party was a great success. Over 60 members, including 22 guests from Kirklington Women's Institution, sat down to a most enjoyable meal served by the committee. It says the menu, which you don't need to know. Pride of place on the table was a cake decorated with apricot tea roses. This had been made by Mrs. Hunter, who, together with 3 other founder members, Mrs. Clark, Mrs. Greaves, and Mrs. Teasdale, had given it with sherry to mark the occasion. After an entertaining half hour, Sheer Magic by Mr. and Mrs. Hall of Everton, Mrs. Hunter cut the cake, and to toast another successful and happy 25 years was proposed by Mrs. Clark. That says the next meeting. Wow. So she was like a prolific figure in the Women's Institute, 1974 to 1972. Holy cow. Ringley Carnival. Oh, I thought there was a picture of her then. See, I didn't want to say her name, but yeah, I think you're right. Wow. Oh, and I have her full name. That's just got me all choked up. That really has. She was a parish councillor. 6th of May, 1976. I've just got her full name. I'm not going to say it out. I won't. Nettie, you have literally outdone yourself this time, my love. You really have. She was nominated in the newspaper for parish councillor. I'm going to have to go through all them pages and read through now. Holy cow. My God. Jeez. And she kept being nominated as well. Oh my God. Yeah. It takes a bow. Yeah. I'll have to read that off the stream because wow. So this has come from the National Women's Institute in Doncaster. How amazing is that? I love finding out, the history of my machines, and she must have been an amazing, well, by the looks of these cut-ins, because they are literally just newspaper cut-ins. That's what I'm reading. By the looks of these, she kept getting nominated and nominated and nominated every single year. It's mad. Thank you, Nettie. That is amazing. And you've taken me off the bloody page again. Absolutely, Nelly. It really does seem so. Well, Mrs. Clark, thank you very much for your services. And I will take great care of her. Jesus Christ, I'm getting choked up. How mad is that? Wow. Holy cow. Well, I don't think I can let her go now. I don't think I can let her go. This is the problem I have. I now have 3 of these beautiful machines. This one done amazing work in the Women's Institute with an amazing woman by the sounds of it. The one that I cleaned up and brought back to life, took all the black paint from, that helped in the war efforts to stitch up uniforms. I can't get rid of that one. No way. And the only one I don't know much on is the first one that I got. I know the age of it and I know the year of it, but I don't know the history of it. Oh God, they absolutely were, Nettie. Definitely. And I think, hold on, let me just go to this because I'm sure I saw it earlier. Can you hear my fan? Sorry, I've got it around my neck. There we go. In my memories on the Facey Crap book page, 15th of June 2023. I finally made a dream come true today. Why do I get choked up talking about this? After 10 years of wanting a hand crank sewing machine, it happened. She's 112 years old and works like a dream. I can't show you the pictures because obviously it's got my name on it. But that was the first one. That was the very first one because it's the square case. So yeah, on this day 2 years ago, you should sew something in honour of the ladies. That's an idea, actually. That is an idea. I did fucking getting choked up just reading this lot though, Nettie. And I don't think I could ever be as good as they were. I really don't. I don't know. I just think it really is such an honour. Do you know what I mean? To turn you down a little bit. Just to, you know, have this, let alone be able to use it. Do not lose the ticket. You could do something for the vets. True. Oh no, that ticket, I've got, like I say, I've got one inside the lid and this one goes underneath the machine. So oh yeah, sorry Ange. Yeah. I'll sort it. Don't worry, I'll sort it. Right, so concentrate, Mimi. Come on, stop getting all soppy. She needs a clean up first. Ah, dearie me. I should really have brought up a screwdriver. But we're gonna give her a little clean up. And I will get her working for just purely for the amazing lady that had her, you know. I will get her working again. I need to get a suitable needle. I've got a bobbin. I took one out of one of my other machines earlier, but I do have a spare shuttle, so I think I just need to order some more of the old bobbins, and then so this is Autosol metal polish. This is what I've used on all my machines. I won't use it on the black, like on the actual machine. I use this on the silver parts because it brings them up amazingly. It gets rid of any rust spots, brings up the silver lovely, gets rid of all the dirt. And like I say, I've used it on all my machines. Well, this being the third one. It does sting, don't get me wrong, but it's brilliant for silver. And as we know on these old machines, all this stuff is proper silver, not just aluminium or any of the crap stuff. So that's just a rub over the top. And you don't need much of this stuff. Everything comes up beautifully using this. Yeah. Yeah, it does smell bad. I've got the windows open, so please don't panic. But I think she definitely deserves to be working again. What do you reckon? Oh, look at that. You can't really see it on there, can you? That's a shame. That's come up lovely. So if you compare that to that, that's how it looked before. I love this stuff. Works wonders. I know the back plate, this one, we had a bit of trouble getting that off, so I need to clean the grooves of the machine just to make sure that it can come in and out as it should be, rather than getting stuck like it did, because I had to get hubby to help me with that. I thought if I try and like take the parts off yesterday, then when it comes to the stream today I shouldn't have any issues. So of course when I realised that I had an issue with that part pulling off, I just got hubby to help me a little bit. And then we've got some dust and some paper and whatever stuck in there. So yes, if anybody knows anybody who would like an old hand crank sewing machine, give me a shout, because I can't keep 3 machines unfortunately. I wish I could, but I've got no space to store these. If anybody would like one, drop me a message and we can discuss prices, etc. However, I have cleaned them up. I have put a lot of TLC into all 3, well, 2.5 of them. So if anybody would like one, let me know. Oh, I can see my face in that now. Love it. That's just the screw that holds the back plate in. So it has got a lifetime of muck on it. Right, let me screw this back plate back on so that I don't lose anything. Get my fingerprints off. There we go. Little plate at the front, and then this one at the side. Let's do this tiny one here, because I have no screwdriver, so I can't take it off, unfortunately. But this has obviously been very well used and very well loved. Do you know what? This stuff absolutely stinks, but it works wonders. Sorry if I'm shaking the table too much. It really does bring the silver up beautifully. I mean, you can see what that looks like, yeah? So make sure all the cream's rubbed in. It really does smell. Like I say, I've got the window open. How shiny is that looking now? And that's just that front plate. So they catch a fair bit of dust. I mean, my Singer, my one that I use normally, just sitting up here on the table, it does catch a fair bit. Yeah, but it's a good high. And then just shine it off, buff it off. It's still getting rid of a little bit of dirt, but there we go. All beautiful and shiny again. Whee! I knew you'd come off at some point. Oh, you can stay on. Sorry, I'm shaking the table a fair bit. She was gonna clean a Singer, but she got hot. You're bad. Because of you, I can go on and live. I definitely need to get a screwdriver onto it, I think, just to take all the parts off and clean them properly, you know. Right, let's flip that over. Right, so for the machine itself, we have WD-40 because this is it loosens rust parts. We'll use it for the mechanisms because it frees up all the mechanisms as well, and it cleans and protects. And this is the best thing for well, the metal on the machine. Okay, all the silver parts are cleaned with Autosol metal polish. All the rest of it is cleaned with WD-40, including the insides, but I don't do that, hubby does that. So let me get another cloth. I'm just going to put it on the cloth, and then a little bit goes a very long way with this. All right, Ange. WD-40, as we've found, is the best cleaning solution for these machines. Does that rubber need replacing on that? Let me have a look. Woo, chemicals. Yeah, it looks like it does. So I might need to get another piece of rubber just for that stopper. That was a bang. But I'm not sure how much you can see, to be fair. It is coming up gorgeously. Sorry, is that shaking the camera annoying anybody? If it is, please let me know, and I can put you backwards a tad. No, not annoying anybody. Cool. Just wanted to check. She's been a bit well used, shall we say, because on the edges she's a bit damaged down here. Oh, good. Thank you, Nelly. She's a bit damaged on the edges there, bless her. But there's no like decal replacements needed on this one. You know, she's It's amazing. She's got 3/4 of her decals. I'll give her that. There's a bit there, if you can see it. I'll bring you closer. So, can you see here where the decal's scratching off a bit? But she is looking so clean and shiny now. That's mad. You can see your face in the black at the bottom. How nuts is that? I love it. I really do love cleaning these up. And she's not really too bad, you know, considering she's been in a fireplace for God knows how long. She's not actually that bad, although I get the feeling she's been polished. Do you know what I mean? That's not in the right place where it should be. There you go. You know when people use normal furniture polish on things, they really shouldn't. But I get the feeling she's been cleaned with a bit of furniture polish. But you know, some people don't realise, do they? They don't know what they've actually got, and they don't research at all. I need to sort out these things on the bottom. My mum used to be the same. She used to run furniture polish over everything. Like, Mum, what are you doing? She was, that's fine. It'll survive. Let's try and get into that shuttle a minute. You never should have treated me like a secret on the other side. There we go. Not too bad. She's not bad at all. Make sure she's dry. And then I've just got to go onto this hand crank at the side. Oh, don't fall off the stool, you silly moo. Do you know what? I've just found a number on the handle. Is Nettie still here? Are you still here, Nettie, love? Nettie. Oh, she might have gone, bless her. I'll have to take a picture of it. Oh, I found a number on the inside of the handle. It says Simanco 94031. 94031. Bit of an inconspicuous place to put it on the handle, but hey. Let me just double check. Simanco 94031. Yep, SIMANCO. I wonder if that would give us any more information, maybe. Nope. She is a heavy one. I'll give her that. If I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for, that's when I look at you, it's what you tell me. You're the kind of girl that I should make a move on, and I will be for you. Ah, gotcha. Thank you. Very true. Yes. It is good to know, just in case. I wonder if the Simanco is the factory. I wonder. Yeah, you nodded. Wrong one. That's the one I wanted. Ooh. She's a stinky bird now. Oh my god. I've got the curtains open. I looked at the phone and out of the corner of my eye, I swear I saw someone standing outside the window. I'm on the first floor, so that wouldn't really work, would it? Are you on properly? Thank you. There we go. There we go. She's all nice and clean again. We have to clean up the wood a little bit, I think. That's the only thing, putting fingerprints on her now. When she's all nice and clean and untouching. There we go. Don't want to put too much on her. She looks lovely. She's all pretty and shiny again. Like I say, I'll have to give the wood a bit of a clean up. Let's see how these slide in now. So the front one's fine. Let's have a little looky. Okay, that went in too easy. Yeah, that back one's still getting a little bit stuck. So I might have to get hubby to have a little look at that. And it might just be the metal was the metal just needs a little bit of rubbing down on it. But she is now very clean and very shiny, and you can see your face in all the metal parts. She's very pretty. She's a pretty lady, I'll give her that. Very pretty lady. Fingerprints everywhere now. Oh, okay. A singer Simanko. Bring it back a little bit. That's interesting. I am in sun or rain, and I'll be there when you need me, 'cause you know my name. Never heard of the Simanko before. I need to get the air duster because I need to get in here and get rid of all the little bits of dust and give the wood a bit of a clean up because it's been bashed a few times. Maybe refresh the varnish on it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. We will have a little looky. But yeah, I think because I can't keep all three of them, so maybe this one and the one that I put all the work into I'll keep, and then the first one that I got, the one that I showed you a little while ago with the box lid, I will be looking to sell it. So like I say, if anybody would be interested, let me know. It's a bit confusing. Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. See, this is just it. There's serial numbers for this, and then there's serial numbers for where they was manufactured, and then serial number. Do you know what I mean? It is very confusing for people that are researching, you know, like us that don't do it often, don't know which websites to go to and all that. It is very, very confusing. It can be. There we go. But she's clean, replace the needle, pop a shuttle and a bobbin in her, and then I'll give her a try. So these are, I do have a spare one of these. Come here, you what's it? Oh, it does have a bobbin in it. Okay. That's because you didn't look properly, Mimi, you donut. You just grabbed the packet and, okay. So these are the bobbins. I think you should build a cabinet in your new home and do little placards for each. That sounds really sweet, actually. So they have round head and tail with tiny, tiny miniature holes in to get the thread through. That's an old style bobbin. And this is the shuttle bobbin case. This is what makes it a 28K machine, because of the shuttle bobbin. Okay. And then the bobbin goes inside, and then the thread comes, it hooks down this line here, and then it comes underneath this little notch, and it will come out here. Oh, shaky fingers. It will come out here, and then you insert it into the machine just like that. Drop it in. So that's what makes it a 28K, because it has a shuttle bobbin. So yeah, this one I brought out from the other machine. You can see where the thread goes on that one, because I didn't realise that I knew I had the shuttle, but I didn't realise I had the bobbin to go in it as well. And of course, you all know what bobbins look like in newer machines. God, someone's just walked past smoking something. Stay there, don't run off the table. So that's a bobbin for a newer machine. And that's a bobbin for an old Singer. The difference in them is madness. You can get metal ones of these, but this is just a plastic one for the embroidery machine. But yeah, the difference is crazy. And when I got my first old Singer, I had to look up how to even wind these bobbins on, let alone how to put them into the shuttle. So what we do, right, is up here, let me bring you a bit closer. Not handcrafted though. No, they're certainly not. So this here is my bobbin winder. Okay, like I say, on the old ones, it's further down here. And what it does, when you push it back, it connects to this wheel in here. And when you turn the larger wheel, it turns the smaller wheel, which turns this tiny little wheel here, which is what winds the bobbin on. So what we have to do is we pull this side pin out. We insert the bobbin into there, and then the thread will come over the top inside this little gap here. Okay, and then this moves. So the more that turns, is that pressed on properly? Oops, it's come out. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. So the more that turns, you can see this wheel. Oh, you Jeebus. Okay. You can see this wheel, right? And then you can see this will move side to side. Okay. And then that will thread the bobbin So I'm trying to get it so far so it goes back the other way as well, so it shows you. That will thread the whole way along that bobbin, and then once it gets to the end, it will start to go back again. There we go. It's like a little dude holding the thread that's like slowly winding it bit by bit by bit. And that's all based on this little heart-shaped wheel here. So obviously when it gets to here, that's when it knows it has to stop and then start going back the other way. I'm going to have to figure out this handle and see what's going on with it, because it can't keep doing that. So obviously when it gets to the point, the larger side of this little heart shape, that means it's all the way over to the left. How mad is that? I love it. I love the difference, and the fact that you can see this winding on as well. It is so good. But I am going to have to figure out this little lock on this handle, because that is quite annoying. So then you just pull it back down again to unlock it. To push it up, locks it in place to wind the bobbin, and then to pull it down, unlocks it. So when you turn the wheel, this doesn't start turning as well. It is all fascinating stuff. It's crazy just how different it all is from the 30s when this was made to now. You know, I mean, now the bobbin winders are always on the top. It's just, it's so different. It really is so different. I love it. Evesham. Let me have a little look here. Did you all like my little demonstration? Evesham. Worcestershire, in the West Midlands region of England, located roughly between Worcester, Cheltenham and Stratford-upon-Avon. So it's West Midlands. So yeah, that is my latest little baby, my machine. You pop them cloths up there. Let's bring it back a little bit. I did notice inside the case, right, my other ones don't have this, but we have a little, this here, and I'm not sure what it is. You see that? It's like a little metal plate. It needs straightening, but these two locks as well, I don't have them in my other one. It's really strange. I'm guessing this locks underneath the to lift the foot up, but I don't know. It's really strange. I love the fact that that's still in the box where it was bought from. And this is the lock that decided to lock itself in place during transit. It's crazy. But yeah, the only place that that can go is underneath the foot lever. So that's what I'm guessing that's for. But she's got a few scratches, you know. But I suppose it's all to be expected, isn't it? back one's on. Just can't get the front one on because I need to find a key for her. She wanted to keep her secrets, didn't she just? Wonder if the others aren't original cases. I suppose it's possible. Does need a good clean. But yeah, it was just amazing because, like I say, we had to use a screwdriver to unlock it. Because it had locked itself in transit, which in a way, yeah, that's good. We'll turn that light off now because it's just making me hotter. Don't do a full refurb of the wood restoration. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I went back a bit far there. That's what I was thinking. Just give her a bit of a clean up, you know, not a full. See, I want to sand it, at least the base. I want to sand I do, and yeah, I want to sand the base down because she's got a lot of scratches on her. But I don't know, some of them are fairly deep and I don't want to go too hard on it. No, I knew you was going to say that. Some proper beeswax on that'll be fine. I'll have to have a look. Because obviously I cleaned the machine, I want to clean the case as well. All the work that I done on the other case, you know. I don't just want to leave her with all her little marks and dents, and although it's character, you know I'm like, I want to not bring her back to life because I don't think she's lost her life, but just, I don't know, a little bit of TLC because she's obviously been neglected for quite a while, bless her, just left in a fireplace. And like I say, I think whoever it was obviously didn't know, but they've used furniture polish on her. So I will give it a go. I'll get some. Because the thing is, it's not just going to be used on this and then put in a cupboard. It can be used on the other two as well. And if I'm selling one of them, it's going to need a good clean up and whatever and all. I know. And that's what I don't want to bring out of her. But I don't know. I can't resist sometimes. I just can't resist it sometimes. Where's that bottle of water? Not drinking enough water. But yeah. I'll look into beeswax and give her a clean up. I don't know. But yeah, she's I'm gonna have to see if I can find a key for her, because hubby just used a flathead screwdriver. It's not painted black, you won't get that finish again. Use meth spirits, dry, and beeswax. Yeah, true, definitely. That at least they did clean her and look after her, you know, because that one that was painted black, I still can't get over that to this day, that it was painted jet black. Because hubby said, well, what if it was supposed to be that colour? And I'm like, no cases I've ever seen are jet black. So it must have been painted at some point, yet the woman that I got it from doesn't ever remember it being painted. She got it like that, you know, so I don't know. All right, Nettie. Oh, that black. No case has ever been painted black. Not for a Singer sewing machine. Not at all. Did you want me to take a picture of the lock for you afterwards? Because that'd be amazing. I mean, if not, I'll see if I can find one and order it. I don't mind. She needs to be locked because then I can pick her up, or hubby can pick her up by the handle and carry her around. At the moment, we're having to carry the lid and then pick her up and carry it that way. So, but we will see. Let me have this last ciggy with you before I let you shoot off. But yeah, I want to not bring her back to life because like you said, Nelly, she has been looked after. There is no doubt about that at all. But just give her a good turn, you know. I've still got all glitter all over my... No matter how much you hoover, you can't get glitter up. It does my head in. It really does do my head in. I'm like, I've just hoovered. Why is it still there? I researched that to heck for the right. I know you did. You helped massively with that because I didn't have a bleeding clue. But no, I know if it's anything to do with wood to come to you. You just want to pamper her and make it. Well, that's just it. I do. Now she's in my care, I can, you know, look after her. Especially all the work that it seems she'd done for the Women's Institute. You know, she deserves it. Absolutely. She really does deserve it. And I will get her working again. I will do. I'm going to look for some needles. Unfortunately, as much as I don't like buying off of eBay, that's where I found the shuttle and the bobbins last time. So I'm going to have another look on eBay for the needle. And I'll see if I can find a key. If you can't, Nettie, then I can find that one too. Still got a box made from sailors' crates to restore. The antiques place moved. Ah, do you know what? I wish I could not get access to it, but clean it up. My granddad's army box has got all of his memories, photos, birth certificates, you know, it's got everything. And I would love to restore that. But my mum's like, no, not touching it. And I understand why. You know, I look at it and I think, I so want to get my hands on you and clean you up. But I've got to obviously respect my mum's wishes. But yeah, that'd be mad. I don't know. Crazy. I've now got a third and I don't know where to put it and what to do with it. Lord Sheraton beeswax has a smell. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't be doing with stinky stuff. That WD-40 and that cream was more than enough for me. I can't be doing with anything else. That'd be good though, seeing those crates. You'll get round to doing it when you get a bit of time. It's proper beeswax. It has a smell. Well, yeah, I get that. Oh, sweltering up here. Jeez. And I've had my fan on. It's a hot one. Am I the only one out of all of us that's getting this heat? How about you, Nelly? I know Ange said it's been raining and cold. But then I suppose Scotland's normally cold, isn't it? To be fair. You're the poor sods that get the worst of the weather. I love waxing my stairs and wood with it. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm sorry, Nelly, but I'm glad I'm not the only one. Was bad yesterday, couldn't sleep. Oh, poor Gunnies. We've had the fan upstairs on the floor for him because he can't, or he won't sleep on the bed if he gets too hot. So he jumps on the floor, wakes us up every time he takes a dive off the bed. Silly sod. But I'm like, are you okay? And then he just goes on the floor next to the bed. So we've been making sure we put the fan on the floor so he can cool down, and then he just jumps up on the bed when he gets nice and cool. Kaiser goes under the bed. Oh, bless him. I'm going to have to get that air conditioner unit out that we bought the other week. Because apparently next week is supposed to be like the same sort of heat. And it's always humid here, isn't it? We never get nice heat. And we can't keep the back door open at the moment because of the little mouse. So it's like all the windows open, the fans are on, just trying to keep us all cool, especially Gunner and Little Lady. So, although he's not been moving much, if you see my last two short videos, he got drenched by the hose the day before yesterday. Makes a hell of a racket because I have wooden floors. Oh, I love him. They don't know what to do with themselves in the heat, though, do they? Gunner just sort of slumps in front of the fan. He does his sheep impression, where he goes from standing to laying in like 0.3 seconds. He just flumps. Someone lost a black staffy earlier. I saw a neighbour pointing to our way earlier on. So I went out and I went, is everything all right? She went, you ain't lost your black staff, have you? I went, no, love, he's in here asleep. She went, oh, thank God for that. I went, why, what's up? She went, because someone's just found a black staff down the bottom of the road. So, yeah, I don't know where he or she had come from, but I hope they've been reunited. I'd go out of my mind if Gunner went missing. Bucket, flip lid, bait with peanut butter. Oh, Nettie, we've tried everything. I swear our ones are like, we know what you're doing with peanut butter. Piss off. I know. We couldn't take it in because obviously Gunner, but I'll have to check because there was a post put up, so I'll have to check to see if they was reunited. Bless. Can you send us some warm weather, please? Nope, I'm keeping it. No, 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 no. Because as much as I complain about it, I do love the heat. I just want to be able to leave the back door open. But I bloody can't. That's right, I'll get the jet wash out next week and I'll shh the little sods. Oh yeah, no, we tried that when we had that rat in the house. Did it touch the peanut butter? Did it fluff? No, jump straight over it. But of course, if I leave peanut butter out in the garden, where we're going to go? Straight for the peanut butter. And he's not allowed it because of his tummy. So I suppose that's what you get when you live near fields. I've only seen one tiny little mouse, but I know where there's one, there's gonna be more. So it's just safer to keep the back door shut, you know, because at least that way they can't get to Gunner as well. Sorry, that spray's quite loud. Yes, we will be spending this summer with the back door shut so they don't come in the house and all the bloody windows open. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. I love this house, don't get me wrong, but I do need to move. We do need to move. I can't wait to move. I want to live near water. Oh, yes, we had one of those, didn't we? Do you remember? We had one of those in the house. Oh, sorry. Wobbly. Yeah. They eat everything, don't they? They really do. That was a nasty thing, though. It was huge. I don't know if it was a he or a she. Whatever it was bleeding huge, and I had to wallop it over the head. I didn't like that at all. And then, of course, they squeaked, didn't they? As soon as it squealed, Gunner's like, where is it? But yeah, I might just get, you can get little poison blocks. I might just get some of those. And because what they're doing is they're running under the concrete along the edge of the garden. So I'm going to get some poison blocks and I'm going to stuff them under the concrete and round so that Gunner can't get to them. He took my spuds and eating them on my garden sofa. That's like a 2-finger up, really, isn't it? I don't know. I don't usually mind little animals, but mice and rats, can't do them. Not at all. I don't like it. But you lovely people, next week I have some embroidery to do, because now the glitter tumblers are finished. We're doing like a little kit, like I explained last week. So it's going to be an embroidered bag with each teacher's name on, a glitter tumbler. They're going to have a little poem in a frame, the little key rings that I put in the cups. So yeah, next week we are doing some embroidery, if that's okay. Get that order completed before the kids break up, because that's when it's needed for. So yeah, and I've got to find somewhere to put this. And like I say, if anybody does know anyone that would like to buy a vintage sewing machine, please drop me a message, let me know. They can be transported. You just have to be very careful with what couriers you use, and don't use a post office. So obviously that price will be added. But yeah, thank you for sitting here while I indulge myself with yet another old sewing machine. And for helping me research as well. It's been brilliant. But yeah, number 3. I ain't thinking of names for this one. No way. Because I'll just forget it by tomorrow. We'll just call them she. So yeah, embroidery next week. We'll be getting the bags done. Thank you all again for joining me. Have a lovely week. Please do not work too hard. Please enjoy the sunshine. I believe found the owner. I've called her Mrs. C. That's a good idea. Clark, have a lovely week, all of you. Don't sit out in the sun too much, and if you do, make sure you've got plenty of water and plenty of sun cream, if you're getting the sun, of course. But it was very interesting, and I appreciate all of you helping. Right, go on then for another week. Clear off, go and do what you need to do, and I will see you next Sunday. Loads of love, everyone. Mwah. Thank you all so much. And I will see you. I might pop on in the week out in the shed just to test it out. But if not, I'll see you next Sunday. Loads of love all. Have a lovely week. Over and out. Bye.